G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video, we'll be going over how I did in round 2 of the Rugby League World Cup. And then we'll jump over and see how I went or who I'm backing in round 3. So starting off with Australia and Scotland. This one was on a Saturday morning. Australia ended up beating Scotland 84-0. I tipped them by 68, so I missed out on that one, on the margin. But, I think it was obvious that this was going to be a big win for the Aussies, and they ended up getting it done. Next up, we've got Fiji beating Italy by 56 points. Now, I backed them by 18. I thought it might have been around an 18 to 30 point margin. I did not expect to see Fiji win by 56 points. That's crazy. So shout out to Fiji for a good performance there. I backed England to win this one by 28. They won it by 24, so I was pretty close with that one. I didn't think England would blow France out of the park. But I thought it would be a convincing win for the English National Rugby League team. Next up, I took I took New Zealand to win by 72. They won by 62. This is going to sound absolutely ridiculous, but Jamaica were very brave in this game. I thought they played quite a good game, all things considered. And yeah, I thought, New Zealand probably should have won this one by a bit more, but Jamaica was, they were decent. They were decent. All right, next up, Ireland versus Lebanon. Now, I personally thought that this was very disrespectful to Lebanon. I don't think, and look, I love Ireland. If it came down to Ireland versus Australia, I'm probably going to go Australia, but it's the Irish. I love my Irish heritage. I'm very proud of my Irish and German heritage, aside from my Australian heritage. But let's call a spade a spade. I personally think Lebanon should have gone into this game as favourites. Yes, they were missing Adam Doueihi, but I still think they put on such a good performance against the Kiwis. I thought that they probably deserved to go into this game as favourites, Lebanon. But I tipped Ireland because I tipped with my heart here. But I did think Lebanon probably would win going into this game. So, yeah, I thought that was a bit how you going from the betting agencies there. All right, next up, Samoa defeated Greece by 68 points. I tipped them by 42. I thought they'd have a good bounce-back win over Greece, but this was not what I was expecting. All right, next up, I took Tonga to beat Wales by 50. To Wales' credit, they didn't play that bad. Tonga started off a bit slow and then scored a few late tries. But, I was expecting a big win there, and it just didn't happen. All right, last game, I took Papua New Guinea to win this one by 34. I thought they'd get a good win over the Cook Islanders. But, Papua New Guinea, to their credit, they got a win. It wasn't by 34, but it was still... My apologies. It was still quite a strong win. All right, finally, round 3, and then we've got the playoffs. I don't know if we tipped the playoffs. I hope we do. But, let's... Okay, this one I'm definitely not picking with my heart. However, I don't think New Zealand will win by more than 20. I think the Irish will give them a bit of a run here. I really do. Right, this saving it lets me lock it in. Let's lock it in. So New Zealand by 20. I think that's a pretty fair margin. I do think Ireland will turn up in this game. I tell you what, if they bloody win, what scenes will there be? Insane. If they get the win here, but it's highly unlikely. I don't think Ireland will get close to winning this one, but I'll be cheering loud and proud for them 100%. Next game, we've got England against Greece. I think it's pretty obvious England should win this one. I'm going to go by 50, but it definitely could be by a lot more. So, I'm glad Greece have scored a few tries in this World Cup, but they're not beating England, and they're not even going to get close. Next up, Fiji against Scotland. Fiji put a huge win in over Italy, so I think they'll do the same here. We'll go 48 points against Scotland. I think Italy will have a really good win there. I think Australia will put on another clinic. I'm going to go 66-point win there for Australia over Italy. Next up, we've got Lebanon against Jamaica. I'm going to go a 50-point win for Lebanon. They're bringing Adam Dewey back. I think they're going to be way too strong against Jamaica. So I think Lebanon by 50 is a fair result. Tonga have been a little bit disappointing in my opinion, so I'm not going to go way too high of a result here. I'm going to tip Tonga by 24. Samoa versus France. I actually think this is going to be a lot closer than what people think. I know a lot of people are saying Samoa, they had that big bounce back win there last week over Greece. I think that this is going to be closer than a lot of people expect. I'm going to back Samoa in this one, but I'm going to back them by 12 points. I don't think that they're going to come out and blow out this French team. I personally think we might see an upset here and France might beat Samoa, but look, realistically, I think Samoa can win this one, but look, it'll be very interesting. And then I think Papua New Guinea, I reckon they should get a pretty good win here over Wales. So I'm locking that one in. And they are my tips. So let's go through them one more time. New Zealand to beat Ireland by 20. England to beat Greece by 50. Fiji to beat Scotland by 48. Australia to beat Italy by 66. Lebanon to beat Jamaica by 50. Tonga to beat Cook Islands by 24. Samoa to beat France by 12. And Papua New Guinea to beat Wales by 20. Lock it in. There we go. My tips are submitted for round 3. Let's bloody go, guys. Let me know who you're tipping down below. I think this is probably going to be one of the easier rounds to tip. There should not be any upsets in this week. So let's see how we go. But yes, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you've enjoyed this one. And as always, my friends, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.